Welcome to Twale TV Sports. Welcome back, Friday night action. Before we go into it, Chelsea's continued drama. Now, Julian Nagelsmann is out of the race, out of the likely candidates for the Chelsea hot seat. But my shock today was to learn that Vincent Kompany is also in the frame. Okay, it seems Chelsea hierarchy haven't actually learned any lesson. They seems to actually just believe in their own way of running a club. This is English Premier League, and this is Chelsea. Okay, you've never run anything like this before, and I said it in my podcast. Please, Mr. Twale, could you please reach out to some stakeholders to seek some advice? Because the thought of mentioning Vincent Kompany paints a very dark picture to me. Who is Vincent Kompany? A very good manager who took Burnley at the first ask straight into the Premier League. I can't even compare him to Graham Potter. Graham Potter has proved himself across the board from Norway. He came to Swansea. He proved himself, built the team, stabilized them. He kept them stable and effective. And he came straight to Brighton. And he even did better than. What he did at Brighton surpassed everything he did at in Norway and at Swansea. So Graham Potter, he came with a credible record. But because he is inexperienced for the role, he got found out. Okay? So now we're considering Vincent Kompany. We're considering Vincent Kompany for Chelsea's role. Excuse me, I have said it. This job, they have to be very careful because the next manager matters a lot. Because what would happen is we are going to end up in what I call permanent transitional problem. Man U went through it for a few years. Okay? Arsenal went through it for years when Arsene Wenger left. Until recently when Arteta got them firing. So if you are a big club and you slip into that area of, we have to make amends before we can get back to where we used to be. You have to be very careful how you tread. We're not treading right. We're not making right decisions. The thought of mentioning Vincent Kompany, it really got to me. And I thought, Vincent Kompany is a good manager, but this is another trier. This is another inexperienced manager. Vincent Kompany has only managed some, I hate to say it, average players in Belgium. He did well. And he came to Burnley, full of championship players. He got the best out of them. Some of them are Premier League quality. But as soon as he gets to Premier League, he's going to find out. It's a different... But, I don't even know where to start. Anyway, let's leave that because I was still contemplating the Pochettino proposal that, it would be nice. Yes, Pochettino, good guys, Premier League experience and all that. But even Pochettino, when he was in Premier League, he didn't cut it. He got Tottenham as close as Champions League to winning. It didn't happen. He got them in top 4 without serious budget. So maybe... You never know. Maybe maybe Mauricio Pochettino will be able to achieve, or maybe he will be able to prove how good he is. Because what he was lacking at Tottenham, he would have it at Chelsea. Funds is called. Chelsea have got money. They've proved it. So I would love to see if Pochettino becomes Chelsea manager. Maybe. And that's Pochettino, who is Premier League experienced. And that's Pochettino I'm using the word maybe for. So to consider Vincent Kompany means Mr. Twale and the hierarchy there really don't understand. Okay? I can tell you how to spend your money or how to run the club. I say this all the time. You've spent close to £6 billion. So it's shocking that I realize my club is still going to be in this mess for a while. Trust me, we're going to be in that mess for a while. Chelsea fans, I'm sorry, nothing positive, okay? The thought of Vincent Company to take over. They are obsessed with this idea of young, aspiring talent. It's all about the brand. If you get the results wrong, the brand dies. And that's what's been happening. They are facing the reality of not playing in Champions League, not playing in Europa, not even conference. Can you imagine that? Not even Europa conference. Excuse me, Chelsea, enough. Arsenal Southampton tonight. Yeah, it looks like a done deal. I can't see Southampton beating Arsenal at the Emirates after what Arsenal has gone through in their last 2 games, dropping 2 crucial points twice. So I would love to see how Arsenal respond. I've always wanted to see how they respond after all the blips they've had all over the season. So this particular one is different because there are 2 blips consecutively. And I'd love to see how they respond. But excuse me, it's not over until it's over. And please don't call it confidently like you're some genius. Because if Southampton beats Arsenal tonight, kaput, title over. End of story. But I can't see Southampton doing it, obviously. But that's me talking. Man U Sevilla. Okay, Manchester United, you have a big lesson to learn now, okay? All right? When the chips are down, how do they say it? When the chips are down, you look for chicken to eat your fries, whatever. Anyway, enough of that. Man U, you've learned your lesson. You lost a championship that you could have won, a competition you could have won, 2 unnecessary own goals, and then you went to Sevilla, and then you thought, yeah, we're going to do it our way. Actually, there's something that came to mind when I was watching that match yesterday. Every time Manchester United loses, they seem to lose spectacularly. Like, if you're going to lose, you might as well lose badly. Yeah. Okay. Ten Hag has proved himself to be credible enough to keep Man U in top 4 or compete for the championship, for the titleship, I mean. So, and I've always thought, okay, this guy deserves a lot of credit more than we give him. Because you don't just come into this league and have 12 games unbeaten run with a club that's been in serious problem few years before you arrived. So the thought of I looked at Ten Hag sometimes and it looks tactically suspicious. His tactics when things are down, they're a bit suspicious. Because I can't yesterday and I thought, why is Man U so poor? Why are they so poor that they can't get out of the second gear? And it was the same thing against Liverpool. It could have changed the game. It could have managed or limit the damage, but it didn't. It kept going. It kept going, and they were whacked 7-0. So the same thing happened last night. It was desperate for a win, but they're not even attacking the goal. No serious threats. Not so. Ten Hag still looks suspicious in terms of tactical changes in bad times, I should say, yes. In bad times, it looks tactically suspicious. Because there are things you do when things are really bad. Like Liverpool game. Once it's become 5-0, and you should know you're not going to score 5. Once it's become 4-0, you should know you're not going to score 4. The way they were going at you. As a manager, you can see your players and you tell them. You quickly galvanize things and limit the damage. But anyway, let's leave that. So for Chelsea fans, I'm really concerned, to be honest, because that Vincent Company's name that got mentioned really got me, it really got to me. Because, we've seen what happened at Manchester United with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He did well at Norway. He did well with Cardiff. Apart from that, what did he do? So Vincent Company did fantastically well because he got a club promoted. Okay? He hasn't proved himself in the Premier League. And you're thinking about appointing him again for the Chelsea job? Excuse me, let me go and enjoy Arsenal Southampton, I beg. I don't want stress tonight. Subscribe and follow us, please. New subscribers, we love you. We're seeing it. Keep doing that. And let's catch up at the next podcast. Hasta la vista, baby. Ciao.
It's Twale.